if you are thinking of becoming a nurse practitioner, one of the questions that you may encounter is whether you should go to master's program, MSN program, or doctor's program, DNP program. The National Organization of Nurse Practitioner Faculties, or NONPF, called for moving to the DNP degree as the entry-level preparation for nurse practitioners by 2025, which is this year. Though many nurse practitioner programs transition to DNP programs, there are some MSN programs. And even though the recommendation to transition to DNP degree was by this year, 2025, in the reality, the effort hasn't been completed yet. For me, I graduated nurse practitioner program about 10-11 years ago, and I initially completed MSN program and became a nurse practitioner. And after working as a nurse practitioner, I thought of going into teaching position and decided to go to DNP program. But many of my classmates from nurse practitioner programs still have MSN degree but not DNP degree. And those nurse practitioners with MSN degree are allowed to practice without DNP degree still to this day. There is no certain dates when all nurse practitioners have to get DNP degree to continue practicing yet. So you have option to either choose MSN program and DNP program. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about pros and cons of choosing MSN program and DNP program. Let's dive in. Aloha! I'm Miki Miura, a family nurse practitioner in Hawaii. I've been a nurse practitioner for 10 years, and I absolutely love being a nurse practitioner and the lifestyle that Korea has given me. My passion is mentoring nurse practitioner students and new grad nurse practitioners to build amazing careers so that they can have the freedom of choice on what they want to do and how they want to live. All right, let's get into it. So in this episode, I'm gonna talk about pros and cons of going into MSN nurse practitioner program versus DNP nurse practitioner program. So let's talk about pros of going into MSN nurse practitioner program first. Generally, if you go to MSN program, it's shorter. You can graduate faster. MSN program usually takes 2 years to complete. And generally, this means you need less credits to graduate. That means you need to pay less tuition. And once you complete MSN program, you can start working as a nurse practitioner. And whenever you feel ready or whenever you decide, you can go back to school to get DNP degree later on, just like I did. One of the biggest pro of going to MSN program first is that you can focus on becoming an excellent clinician first. During the MSN program, the biggest task for you is to become a competent nurse practitioner to provide excellent care to your patients. There are some writing and learn about research, but not as much as the DNP portion. While a con of going to MSN program is that when they decided that all nurse practitioners have to get DNP degree, otherwise they can't continue practicing, you need to go back to school to get a DNP degree. Something to think about is you may have to relearn how to write papers, especially how to write papers in APA style, because when you're working as a nurse practitioner in a clinical setting, you may not use these skills, so you may forget. To obtain the DNP degree, you have to write a lot of doctorate level papers, so definitely you need that skill of writing, especially in APA style. Also, you may not be able to get scholarship if you decide to go back to school to obtain DNP degree because you already have an MSN degree and you work as a nurse practitioner, so you have certain income, so they may not see that you have financial needs. I hope you are enjoying this episode. Before we go back, I want to quickly mention that I'm giving a gift to you for listening to this episode. I'm giving a free PDF nurse practitioner job interview prep checklist. This checklist is full of questions that you're likely to be asked during job interviews as a nurse practitioner and some tips on how to prepare for them. With this downloadable PDF, you can prepare for interviews well so you feel confident and stand out from other candidates to get the job that you really want. To get this free PDF Nurse Practitioner Job Interview Prep Checklist, you can go to usa.jnpproject.com/interview. Again, usa.jnpproject.com/interview. Now, let's get back to the episode. Now, let's talk about pros of going to BSN to DNP program. One of the pros is you get it done all at once. You don't have to relearn about APA style and how to write and how to do research because you're gonna get it done all at once. Also, you're gonna get the DNP degree, which is one of the highest degree in nursing within 3 years versus if you do MSN first, then work, and then MSN to DNP program like I did. One of the benefits of having a doctorate degree is that you can apply for various teaching positions and you may be able to get scholarship that covers the whole 3 years of until you get DNP degree, and you may be able to get a scholarship that covers until you get DNP degree because when you apply for the scholarship, you only have BSN and working as a nurse or some other healthcare profession, not as a nurse practitioner. And they see that you're going to school to become a nurse practitioner. Because if you do MSN first, become a nurse practitioner, and then later on go back to DNP program like I did, when I applied for scholarship, they seem that, well, you're already a nurse practitioner. Why do you go back to school? It's elective. It's just because you want to. Therefore, they may not see that I have a financial needs, or it would be helpful for the country to increase the number of nurse practitioners because I was already a nurse practitioner. Meanwhile, one of the cons of going to BSN to DNP program is that you have to juggle to learn how to become an excellent nurse practitioner while you're also learning how to write doctorate level papers. For the DNP portion, you have to write a lot of papers that require higher level in research and writing. Another con is it takes more time to become a nurse practitioner because BSN to DNP program is usually 3 years or so, while MSN program usually takes about 2 years. And that also means that you have to pay more tuition until you become a nurse practitioner. Lastly, you don't know when there will be a mandate that all nurse practitioners have to have a DNP degree, so you have to factor out how long you plan to work as a nurse practitioner. If I were a registered nurse with BSN degree and thinking about becoming a nurse practitioner now, I would probably go to BSN to DNP program, so I will have more career options, including teaching positions. Although it's going to be hard to juggle how to write good papers at the doctorate level and also become an excellent clinician, the struggle is worth it. But let me know in the comment section what you think or what you decided and the reasoning for your decision. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I upload new episodes every week. Also, if you know any other pros and cons of going to MSN program and DNP program, please write in the comment section. I would like to hear from you. All right, good luck, and I'll see you in the next episode. Aloha.